Anushka and Ravid are not here with us today. Well, the kids have exams around the corner, and he being a good dad, had to say back to them. Yes, he being a good dad, guys. That's for all his friends out there. Yeah, I really wish they could have been here. Seeing as to how they are an integral part of the book, and needless to say, my life. I wish they were here. They are not. And as the kids told me in true teenage fashion, they are here in spirit, and I can do this, Mom. So I'll try. So that's that. And the other thing I need to say is I'd like to thank MPH, its chief editor Kwazime, and the whole team actually for basically giving my book a shot and for being so easy to work with. Just simply so easy. Thank you. I'd also like to thank my old and dear friend, Nomi Ashikin, for your generosity of spirit, for gracing the book cover with such a heartfelt praise. I couldn't have written a better one myself. For helping me launch the book and much more. Thank you. It was worth it putting up with all your crap all those years ago in school. Yeah, we used to sit together, by the way, in school. The other person I really need to thank is Lohan. I'm not sure if he's here yet. Yes, he is. Yes, Lohan. My old friend, my old and very dear friend Lohan. Basically, apart from my husband, Lohan was the first person to see the draft manuscript. I sent it to him because, being a journalist and editor of many years, I thought I'd better get him to look over it and see if it was any good. And I asked him to give me his brutally honest view on whether it was any good at all. And which I knew he would give it to me because I've known him his entire life. And I'll never forget what he said to me. He came back saying that he actually liked it. And he said that he saw it as a handbook of sorts for mothers and women with a charming tale of love and life woven in. So, Lohan, that's your quote. Thank you for believing in it. Finally, I'd like to thank my parents. They're seated right in front. This is going to be hard. Okay. Thank you, Amma and Daddy, for everything. For your unwavering support, belief. I told myself I was not going to do this. And basically the resilience you've instilled in me. Thank you. Thank you to my sister, my friend through life. And my brother in arms, Kumar, who's not here today. He's going for an op later tonight, so he can't be here today. But he did tell me that to kill time, he's reading my book right now, so that's a consolation. It's all gone haywire right now. My brothers and sisters-in-law, thank you very much for being here. My mother-in-law, who can't be here, and my nephews, my nieces, if I missed anyone out, my uncles and aunts who have traveled very far from here. Thank you for your support. My cousins, my dearest friends, my husband's friends along with my friends. Yes, my dearest friends. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Like I said, I never really expected this. And I haven't missed anyone, have I? I haven't? I don't think I have, yeah. Thank you very much for being here, for your support, for your love, for everything. For those of you who know me well, would know that it's not easy for someone like me, a private and low-key person like me, to write, of all things, a memoir. Yeah, oxymoronic in fact. Well, that's because it was never meant to be published. I started working on this 12 years ago because I strongly felt that I wanted to leave something behind for my kids. That was it. Primarily my daughters. My son too, to kind of educate him so that he'll grow up to be sensible and sensitive. But yeah, it was just meant for them. But along the way, as you can see, it took 12 years, I'm not very efficient. Along the way, as time passed and the writing took shape and my journey evolved, it started to turn into something else. I started to turn into something else, and I felt that there was a story that I thought could do more than just for my kids. So that's when I had to get out of my shell. And and so I am here with you guys 12 years later. So that's why I have written a memoir, me, closed book, plan, whatever. And the other thing I really need to say about the book is this. It is not meant to take anything away from fathers and men in their role in parenting. In fact, it reinforces it, because it's not a parenting book. Its focus is primarily on a woman's journey through the entire spectrum of motherhood, with my story merely as the anecdotal backdrop. That's the whole aim of the story, so it's not meant to do anything beyond that. And I guess this book is born out of essentially my realization that although I struggled in my journey, having been blessed with one too many at one go, I was also incredibly fortunate in many ways. I mean, being comfortable socioeconomically, I had help, the love and support of my family and friends, and the dogged resilience that my parents have instilled in me. I'm sure most of you would say the same about your parents. I mean, they never knew the concept of positive parenting, and I don't think your parents do as well. The form of parenting that we were subjected to was just bite the bullet. What else? I don't know. If you don't like it, lump it. But that form of parenting basically put us in good state to deal with whatever came. And I thank you for that. So that's what it was born out of. And because of that, I began to reflect on other women and how other women who have struggles and who may not be as resilient or may not have been so fortunate as me to have had the help that I had, how they would cope. And I guess that's why I wrote this book. If it could help just one other person besides my kids, so be it. So my hope is that this book resonates with you at some level, and it validates the myriad of emotions we go through, from unbridled joy and a deep sense of love and protectiveness, to guilt, regret, self-doubt, and much more. And if not anything else, I hope you find it a decent read at least. Thank you.
Standing right here to be waxing lyrical to this woman of the hour, who is a very distinguished, a very distinguished woman who is finally making a very impressive debut as a writer. I've had the privilege of knowing Haemala since my school days, and I would, as you can see just now, she has the gift of the gab. We would be talking from the start of school all the way until we get home. We'll be stuck on the phones. Remember those landline phones? We'll be there until night time when my parents will finally actually get the operator to cut us off. There were actually the four of us. One of our friends, I think Ari, is now swarming it in Vietnam. But I suspect this book is also for our other dear friend who's left us way too early. May she rest in peace. And I was just wanting to say that I know that Haim has the gift of the gab. I did not know that she also has the gift of writing. I enjoyed immensely reading her book, and her trials and tribulations as a wife and a mother, and true to her other nature, I have to tell you that she is a little bit obsessive compulsive. Every single aspect of her life has to be color-coded, it has to be dated, bar-coded, and this is just, we're talking about Dinesh's underwear, right? Kim is also very, very competitive. Because unlike us mere mortals who only give birth one child at a time, she will do it 3 at one go. This book gives us an insight as to what a rude awakening motherhood can be. It's like being kicked in the teeth, really, for me anyway. It's all this lack of sleep, there was endless nights of feeding, the screaming bouts, and then we're just talking about teenage here, screaming. The journey is often very arduous, and sometimes the challenges can be as if there's no end in sight. However, having children is a huge responsibility. And I suspect something that no one can take lightly. I doubt if any of us really know what we're doing when we have children. We're always second guessing ourselves, and we just hope and pray that what we are doing is right. Yes. And I am sure on a more serious note as well, since I have some of you here who are parents or grandparents, that parenting also is very much involved in trying to tackle a very serious issue that we have in the country, which is with drug abuse. It's not only due to the environment, but I suspect parenting is a big issue as well. So we owe it to our children to know that we as parents are leaders, not only to them but also to the community and onwards for the country. And this is what we owe to our children, and this is what we owe to each other. After reading Him's book, I would like to thank her for reassuring me that I'm not the only one screwing things. Here's 2 more books by my dearest friend Haim. Let's give her a big round of applause. I know everybody has got something to say, but very few of us actually write a book. So congratulations, my dear friend. I'm very, very proud of her. And to quote Abraham Lincoln, because I shall end soon, it's better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than to open it and to remove all doubts. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The author Haemala is a very good friend, and we know the family for a long time, and this book is something we can use to actually learn from her experience, and we hope it will guide us in some way or another. Thank you.
Hi, attending this event over here, and it's been a fantastic event, very well organized. The book launch was a great experience, and it's lovely to see an author who's so candid about the experience that she has gone through. It's a very easy reading material and very humorous and also very engaging as well, all in one. It's fantastic. Thank you.
I'm sure it will be a really good book because as for me, I have one son, and raising one son itself is a very difficult task. I can't imagine how Haemala has raised 3 beautiful children. I want to take this opportunity to wish her all the best.
From what I've seen in the back cover and a bit of a synopsis, it's an amazing journey, and I think she's gone through a lot, and she's come out wonderfully well, and I only wish her all the best. Thank you.